You need to be open to change. You can't evolve and you can't transform yourself and turn your life around and go from wherever you're at to the next place that you want to go, or who you are to the person you want to become, if you are attached to who you are right now, or who you are, or how people see you, or how even you see yourself. I didn't like who I was before believing in God, before my life turned around, before I got to where I am today. I didn't like myself. I would look in the mirror, no self-esteem, no faith, no light, no joy of living. And I told myself, if I don't do something right now, if I don't change whatever I'm doing, nothing's gonna change. Everything's gonna stay the same. So that was my chance. You hit rock bottom and now you can only go up. That's just how it is. Because if you don't go up, then you're just gonna stay there. You're just gonna stay there marinating in whoever you were. And I didn't want that. The hardest part is to look at yourself and actually own who you are and go, okay, this is who I am. This is what I believe in, and these are my values. These were the things that I've done. These were my mistakes. These are my strong points. These are my weaknesses, and that's fine. And you own it, and you look yourself in the mirror, or you take a piece of paper and you go, this is who I am right now. Even if you don't like it, that's fine. This is your chance for change. This is your chance to rewrite yourself, okay? Imagine you're in a video game. You are a character. You just took your character and now you're gonna customize it. You can completely change yourself, your values, and who you are, your energy. You become this whole completely character, this whole completely energy. Because this is life. You are master of your own life because God's in you. God's inside of you. So if God can move mountains, if God can make the ocean, or whatever it's in your mind, if God can create us, then if He's inside of us, we can also recreate and rewire ourselves with faith, directed action, and His help. Don't conform. Don't conform to who you are. Never conform to where you're at. Don't say, yeah, I'm good. This is who I am now. Then you just stay. You just stay stagnant. Nothing changes. You just stay there. You need to take the chip that was put by your parents, by all your past experiences, by all the people who said this about you, by what you've said about yourself, and everything that you've experienced so far. We're going to take that chip out of your brain and we're going to put a new one. A new one that for the first time, you're going to write. And isn't that amazing? If you don't change, you're just going to be like a rock that keeps getting beaten and beaten down by life, saying the same excuses, doing the same things, meeting the same type of people, being at the same type of job, getting the same type of money, doing whatever it is that you are not content with right now. It's just going to keep going on and on and on. And life will keep going on circles and circles until you decide to do something that completely rewrites whatever you are doing until now. You need to face the shadow part of yourself. The part that you look yourself when you were a kid and you go, I don't really like myself during those ages. I didn't like that. And then you go and ask, why is that? What was going on in my life when I was 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever age that made me dislike myself or made me think that I have these certain traits that actually I embody in my personality right now, but they are not mine. And why are they not yours? They're not yours because you were not born with them. You gain them through life experiences because God did not make you with that. Even if you were meant to go through those experiences, the point is that you have learned and you had to be that way to get to where you need to go and be who you need to be. So it all makes sense, but it just takes time, practice, intention, and integrity. Integrity with yourself and the promises that you make to yourself and the stories that you tell yourself and how you do things. Don't be a victim of the past. Don't tell yourself that, oh, my parents did this and my parents were like this and I've come from this and this and that, and then you victimize yourself. Because if you have the victim mentality then you're completely cutting your wings to just fly as high as you can and change your life around. If you are here and you are conscious, you actually are conscious, so you need to change, then that's your chance. You can always change. You can always change who you are, because you don't depend on another person to change who you are. You don't depend on who your parents are or who your parents were to change who you are. You solely rely on yourself, and you need God. You need God and you need you, and that's it. And that's why it's one of the most magical and rewarding things to do in your life. Probably the most rewarding thing I've done to myself is to rewrite my story, rewrite who I am, and just change my life around. Coming to terms with your past, owning it and accepting it, and being, this is what happened to me, but from now on, I write my own story. I don't want to hold any guilt, any resentment, because they actually take the power away from me. They give power to them. They give power to the experience instead of giving power back to me. So the moment I forgive, the moment I let go, I create, I get my power back. I studied myself like never before. I studied myself like there was this huge exam coming up, and I needed to know every single little thing and every single detail, from my traumas to what moves me, to what motivates me, to who do I want to be, where do I want to go, what do I want to learn, all my triggers and all the things that are not aligned with my values. And I read a lot of books. How many books I've read, and I would take the knowledge that I would get from the books and I would apply it, and I would try it in real life. So most of them were self-help books. I think we've all been down that path, and that's not like the self-help books are gonna save you, but they do give you some clarity, and they do give you some good knowledge that you can start applying to your life. To sum it up, you need to transcript the script that was put in your mind, and you need to watch yourself, be your own mirror. Things will start to make sense. Oh, actually, I've had this reaction because when I was 10, somebody said something and that made me believe in this. Beliefs are your foundation to your actions and how you experience life. Because whatever you believe in becomes your reality. Belief is like a habit that was put in your mind through practice, through repetition, and experience. So you might have the belief that you don't have time. That could be because your parents were always rushing you. You're gonna go back to the origin, and you're gonna write the truth and start to rewire your brain. It's all about learning, practice, and repetition to actually embody and become that version of yourself that you want to and you desire. Beliefs and values, they just come hand in hand in this story. So drop your scarcity mindset and your negative beliefs that you are in a pity position, that you don't know where to go, that you've hit rock bottom and you have nowhere to turn, because this is the best position for you to be in right now. You can only go up. I could only go up when I've hit here. There was nowhere else for me to turn. I had nowhere. I didn't know what to believe in and what to do. My life completely changed. And I thought, I need to change. Things have to change. I don't want to keep going as I'm going. So that was the moment I realized how many opportunities are actually ahead of me. Because if I didn't like where I was at, then where can you go? Where could I go? So to finish this video, I just want to leave you with a message that was the most powerful for myself and the most powerful for me. God, break me down and build me up back again. Break me down and build me up back again. And do it over and over and over again. Lord, please break me down whenever you need me and build me back again, stronger and stronger and stronger. And turn whatever it is that it hurt me, whatever it is that it put me down, take that thing, take that experience, the person, the experience, the place, whatever it is, and turn it into my superpower. Turn it into the fuel that it's gonna move mountains, move people, open hearts, and heal and heal and heal and heal. And that is my message to you. And I hope that this video helps you. And I hope that you feel God inside of you already. You go a little bit back to where you came from, which is the source, God, which is your divine essence, not what happened to you, not who you are, but what's already yours, what's already inside of you, your divine essence, your life, your spirit, your goodness, and the goodness of heart. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know that good things happen, and I know that miracles are true, and that if you are here, you are already opening yourself up to them. And God bless you. Amen.